Hey, Wisp here. So today I'm going to talk about auto-canceling, which is the younger brother of L-canceling, the well-known technique where you hit a shoulder button and it makes your aerials have half the landing lag when you land with them. Auto-canceling is completely distinct from L-canceling, and a lot of players don't seem to understand how this very fundamental mechanic works. So I'm going to go over what an auto-cancel is, how to check your auto-cancels, and I'm going to show some 20xx tricks for really understanding what your character's options are out of auto-cancels, since they're so misunderstood. I'll briefly plug the Pichu University video on auto-canceling. I didn't like the presentation in it that much, and it was made in 2015, I believe. So I'm going to be recovering some of the same materials, hopefully with a more high-tech approach. So getting right into it, an auto-cancel is actually a window that's attached to most aerials. When you use an aerial, you have a time frame before and after the aerial's hitboxes are out, and during this window, you can auto-cancel, which means that you will land with the same lag as if you had never used an aerial at all, which is 3 frames, I believe. And so, for our first example, we're going to use Ganondorf's forward air. And we can see here, this is from a Smashboards thread showing Ganondorf's hitbox animations. And the important part is looking at the auto-cancel frames here, which is less than 6 and greater than 34. So Ganondorf's forward air comes out on frame 14 and ends on frame 19, the hitbox does. And so between frames 1 and 6, you can auto-cancel. Then on frame 14, the move will come out. On frame 19, the move will cease to be out anymore. And starting on frame 34 until the end of the move on frame 44, you can land without any lag, without having to L-cancel at all. And this is helpful, especially for slower characters like Ganon. But a lot of characters have important auto-cancel moves to know about. Common examples are Sheik's Fair and Falco's short hop back air. I'll get to those. So I'm going to move into 20xx here. I'm going to show you how you can use 20xx to set up your own auto cancel to mess around with. So I haven't modified any of these settings yet. So we're going to go to training codes. We're going to go to color overlays. I'm just going to turn all of them on. And the important one is this auto canceled enabled, and I'm going to set it to green here. And then just to demonstrate that it's completely distinct from L-cancel, I'm also going to turn on the L-cancel overlays as well, so that you can see that I'm not L-canceling or missing an L-cancel for any of this stuff that I'm about to demonstrate. So I'm going to pick Ganondorf, and I'm going to demonstrate Ganondorf's Fair. So we're just going to go to Battlefield. So real quick here, just gonna set Mario to not bother me while I do this. So Mario's frozen. So this green is the auto cancel. So you can see there's a little bit of an auto cancel on the startup, and then the red is because I haven't done enough. Frame 34 where the auto cancel starts hasn't been reached. So we can see there that didn't even work. But if we go high enough, you can see. So the auto cancel at the end of Ganon's Fair doesn't seem to be too useful because it's hard to land during it. So a move that is more useful is Ganon's back air, and you can see that the green at the end pops up really fast. So you can do this, and you can see trying to get a good freeze frame. So this circle animation is what you want to look for in normal play when you don't have the overlay available to you to tell you if you've missed your auto cancel or anything like that. And that means that you're incurring normal landing lag of 3 frames. So you can see that's a different cloud than these. And you can also see the red here. So this is what a L cancel looks like. And you can L cancel Ganon's back air too. But if you get the timing right, you can be even faster and get the auto cancel. So that's the basics of what an auto cancel is. and how you use 20XX to figure out like what your auto cancels actually look like without trying to think in abstract terms of frames. So I'll go over a couple uses of auto cancels that people may not have thought of, starting with Peach. Since I play Peach, I'm familiar with a lot of her auto cancel usages. So the first thing to know about Peach is that most of her aerials you can auto cancel. So this back air, I'm not L canceling at all, and it's just auto canceling. There's no lag after this, no float cancel here, and she can actually do this with most of her aerials. You can't fast fall in air, but you do get it, and you can actually auto cancel out of her forward air, which is kind of neat. But more importantly, is the startup frames of forward air are actually quite lenient for auto canceling. So you can do what's called a slapdash here, where you jump and then jump again in fair, and it comes down, and you can use it to get on the platforms, or just as a movement mix-up, just like that. So that's leveraging auto cancels. You can also use it to get out a tumble. Let's see if I can set it up. Peach's high traction. Yeah, this will be tricky, but basically you can use the fair while you're tumbling, because when you're in the tumble state, you can't air dodge, and you have to wiggle out, but that can be tricky in tight situations. So if you're falling, you can just fair right before you hit the ground, and you'll land. And a lot of characters with long wind-up moves can do something similar to that. So that's Peach's auto cancels. Everyone is familiar with Falco's auto cancels. It's a widely known technique. You do short hop back air and it auto cancels. If you don't suck, I might suck. It's kind of tight, but yeah, that's what it looks like. And you can see the circle when done correctly. But a lot of characters have some cute auto cancel tricks that they can use to set up their spacing properly. So with Fox, you can do full hop back air, and you can see that that's quite lenient. So you can actually put in a little fast fall. That's super helpful. You don't have to worry about L canceling. It's faster than L canceling. So it actually, there are frames where it's faster to auto cancel and fast fall slightly later than it is to fast fall slightly earlier and L cancel and eat the extra frames. The last one I'll show is Sheik's auto cancel fair. It's a very good move, and the auto cancel frames on this are ridiculous. Like if you look how quickly it auto cancels, like holy. So you can do some ridiculous stuff with Sheik's AC fair. As you can see, if you do a rising short hop fair with Sheik, you can basically fast fall it whenever you want. Even if you do like kind of a late short hop fair, you can do fair and then fast fall. Basically, the only time that Sheik's AC fair doesn't auto cancel is if you're already falling when you do the fair. But you can do it at any of this hang time and then do the fast fall afterward. It's really good. So play around with your character, try to see what their auto cancels look like. 20XX exists. I highly recommend you download it. It's useful for far more than just this, but I realize that a lot of people don't understand about this very fundamental mechanic in terms of frame data of aerials. And it's worth noting, auto-canceling isn't unique to Melee. It exists in Smash 4 and Brawl as well. So it's definitely intended by the designers of the game to be how you're supposed to use aerials and land with them. So, yeah. Oh, another thing to point out is that auto-cancel frames never overlap hitboxes. So when Sheik's hitbox is out for the fair like this, she'll never be able to auto-cancel. I think yeah, so it keeps the highlight when I pause. So you can see that when the fair is out, she won't be auto-cancelable. So you can't use this like you would use a Fox Dare or something like that, because if you're landing with the hitbox out, you'll never auto-cancel. So this is just a way to speed up using an aerial in the air and then landing. So, hope this helps. Hope this brings some clarity on this frequently misunderstood or underappreciated or underutilized technique in Super Smash Bros. Melee. And hope this helps someone. Thanks for watching.